Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, and you've probably noticed something quite a bit different. Welcome to the new studio. If you've seen some of our previous videos, you've seen us in quite a different environment. We were in a spare bedroom. We had a little IKEA desk set up. We had some of our builds behind us. We really just outgrew that spot. Once this studio is complete, because what's behind me is pretty much done. Obviously, I wanted to get that done first so that we could actually start filming down here in our basement, Kirkham Brick Build World headquarters in the basement here. But what's all around you that you can't see is still in the process of being worked on. We've got a ton of unbuilt sets. If you've maybe seen that on our Instagram page, if you follow that. But anyway, we are so excited to be in this new space. We've got a 4x8 table here that we're working on, and it's really exciting, and I hope you like it. It's a brand new look for us. To commemorate our first build in this studio, we've got a line jumper for you. We have got about 50 unbuilt sets over here, but today we have the brand new Izakaya house, basically from FUNWHOLE. 1,987 pieces. This just came out. We got this next day from Amazon. We knew we had to get it. We knew we had to build it because we really love this look. We love this style. FUNWHOLE has been on a great roll recently, and we can't get this thing built. So let's go ahead. Well, Kim and I just completed the build. I have some mixed thoughts on it. Kim's got some thoughts as well. I'm going to talk about the lower level that I built. She's going to talk about the upper story that she did. And then for the first time, we are actually going to place the pieces and see if the lights work, because we didn't check any of that. The lower level is really cute. It's full of all sorts of cool details. There's a sushi bar in here. There's tables. There's a menu. It is so full of details, and FUNWHOLE should be called... It's called LumiBricks now. You might have to look that part up. They were changing their name like halfway through when we were doing this. But it is so full of cool details. I'm going to have Kim pan in here. There's a couple of really cool things that I like, especially when it comes to some removable pieces here for like a play feature. So right here, this whole section just slides out so you can get to the interior. And there you can kind of see the little sushi bar. I even think that's it looks like raw fish right there, which is totally cool. I'm going to spin it around. This is also like an outdoor diner sushi part right here. Here we have the doors, of course, that open up so you can get in. If you know FUNWHOLE, and we've built a lot of FUNWHOLE sets, you know that they are all lighted. I really had a problem with the lighting on this build. The instructions were very hard to follow. It just did not go together well, so I wish they would maybe improve on the design on that. And again, we haven't even put it together yet. We're not sure if it's going to work. We've never broken a wire or anything, but when you sometimes have to tug on a wire, it sure feels like you're going to break it sometimes. So again, that was a challenge for me on this one, but it is a beautiful design, great colors, and it's very, if you know Lego, it's very Monkey Kid Ninjago feeling, which I love. I love that theme.
All right, so I took over and I did the second bag, and I went back in and I built all of the minifigs because Scott is not a FUNWHOLE
Not a fan.
fig fan. So the first part of the build for the second level is this right here. And I really love the detail, much like on the bottom level. This moves back and forth in order to see the inside. There really isn't a ton of detail on the inside. I'm going to show you a few pictures of here. On the inside, there's our little counter where there's a jewel and some money. And then what I really love about this part is there's this beautiful tree that grows inside and goes through the window to the outside. You also have these birds here along with, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, some sort of robot character. On the outside, there's a bird sitting on top of it. You have the same detailing in the roof that you do down below, which is really beautiful, but you also have these greenery pieces which add a lot to the build. Then on top of this, you have this really cool, like, futuristic lighted piece that is going to be a really cool touch on the top of it. So there's also a door over here where you can go in and out, and there's a great window in the back where you can see in the back. So, and let's not forget what FUNWHOLE does best, their lighting. They have a really cool neon lighted sign, much like the motel and the Cyberpunk apartments. Then after that, I built this little piece right here. This piece is the piece that goes on top of the second floor. And then lastly, I put together this really cool top restaurant, I believe. To me, it looks to be kind of like a bakery type area. I'm not really sure. But it has a fantastic, what I'm assuming is an octopus up at the top of it. It's got some really fun features to it to make it look like it's got the 8 legs, as well as it's holding a frying pan with an egg and a spatula because it's cooking, and this will also light up.
Hopefully. This piece is designed to slide right into here. And there's little contact points for the lights and little Technic pieces to help hold it all together.
So here we go. We're going to put it together in real time and see how this works.
Got to slide it in.
Okay. All right. Then this piece goes on the top. And then we're going to put power up to it, which hooks up back here. And then we have the on button. So let's see how this goes. Nope. Oh, on button here?
Yep.
All right, we have some power, but not all power.
We had to kind of stop filming while we troubleshooted the lighting, but we got it to work. The jumpers just are a little tricky sometimes, but if you stick with it, you can normally get it. But the effect is pretty cool. Last little bit we got to put in is the top to this cool arch or whatever. There we go. It's got a lucky cat on top of it. It's hard to really get a good angle. There's so many interesting things to see from so many different angles here, but this is a great piece that would fit in really well with modulars. It's on a nice heavy-duty Mills plate, and it looks like we have some expandability.
So these jumpers are supposed to be able to give you power to go to other sets so that you can connect other sets to it. So it might be cool for us to play around with this and see how those jumpers work. I'm not the biggest fan of the jumpers. Like Scott said, if you don't put them together just right, that power is not happening. And sometimes it just means a little bit more pressure. Sometimes it's a little bit of fiddling. That's why we stopped filming at that point. But it does give it the look that they're going for, which is not to have a lot of long cords everywhere.
But they could definitely do a better job with their jumpers. Make something a little bit more robust, because it is a great idea. But it's a 50% type of execution. And again, we built enough of these to kind of know the integration on this was definitely tricky. However, thoughts on this is that it's a beautiful set, great addition to a modular, great addition if you're a FUNWHOLE fan. This would fit in super cool with any kind of, Chinatown you might have, if you have a city or anything right next to an Ninjago set, it would look really, really good. So you can see we just brought down our Monkey Kid City of Lanterns, and we have yet to build the 5th anniversary Monkey Kid, but you can see what a great complementary set if you wanted to have this in a city or something like that.
And comparable sizes, so they look really good together.
Exactly.
I think the color schemes match up. They look really nice together. I think you could get a really cool Asian theme to your Lego city going on, which is what we will be going for as we start to build our Lego city that we have room for over here, which we're excited about.
We just moved that Monkey Kid set out of the way, and it dawned on Kim and I while we were moving it that the Mills plate on this FUNWHOLE set is so much better than what Lego gives you in that Monkey Kid. The Monkey Kid is just regular thin old base plates, so when you're moving it around, it really feels unstable. And then I went to go pick this up to talk about the instruction manual, and this thing is just sturdy. I mean, really nice attention to detail, so you don't have to feel like it's going to fall apart every time you move it. One other thing we want to talk about, too, again, the instruction manual is so cool. The kind of theme story that they're going with here, and it tells you what everything is. Here's all your characters that they explain, the theme of the story. Black market dealer. He's got a liquor soaked nose.
Our first minifigure is Ethan Carter, the key to the resistance. Then we have Chen Feng Li, the drunkard, Sophie Keller, the service robot bounty hunter, Sunjin Miyamoto, the sushi master and owner, who was a former swordsman, Dasho Sasaki, boss of the streets, and Isabella Crane, the black
One
market
of my
dealer with the
favorite
fish tank
things
on her head.
is that the printed pieces are explained what they mean. So there's like menu items and everything. So it tells you everything. It's so cool. So cool. Again, really neat attention to detail. Troubleshooting, you'll need that. Colors list, all that stuff. Anyway, little more Easter eggs in here that you can kind of explore on your own later on.
So I don't know if Scott mentioned this to begin with, but we got this on Amazon. They have a 20% off coupon going right now. You also can get it on their website if you want to have insider trading points. They ship from Amazon from their website to the US anyway. So it was a great deal. We got it under $100 and you cannot beat that for the size of that set. It's very good price.
In our opinion, I think other than the finicky bit of the lighting, it is a grade A set.
And I would say I didn't have as much difficulty with the lighting. However, I did do the second level, which is decidedly smaller. And so I had less lighting to run when I was doing it.
Everything you see on here, we pay for ourselves. We build ourselves. These are independent reviews. Best thing you can do to help us out would be for free. Hit that subscribe button. Maybe give us a like. Leave a comment. Are there some sets that you would like to see that we haven't gotten around to yet? So leave a comment and we would sure appreciate it.
Are you going to build this set? What did you like about it? What was your favorite part? Thanks for watching.
See you next time.